What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and I'm bringing you a brand new series today to my channel. We're going to talk about a new game that came out just this week called Super Mega Baseball. And if you're a baseball game fan and a fan of arcade-type sports games, then this is definitely one that you should check out. It's available on the PS3 and PS4. Go get it right now. It's in the PlayStation Store for $20. And I've had a lot of fun with the game so far. Now, if you've been searching YouTube, looking for gameplay of this game, make sure you do subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading a ton more in the very near future. So, let's go through some of the menu options first, and then we'll get into some gameplay and check this game out. Alright, so first we're going to take a look at the customized team screen, and this is really cool because it allows you to edit the players and the players' names, which can be a lot of fun if you want to kind of build teams, put your friends on the teams, movie stars, music artists, TV show characters, whatever you want to do. So there's a bunch of set different teams, and you can edit each one of them. I'm just going to go over to the wild loads, and we get kind of like baseball cards here. So each team has a bunch of different players that are already pre-made. I don't know if they're all the same on everybody's game or if they're randomized. But you can go ahead and hit your triangle button to edit their appearance, and it's going to load up kind of like a locker room, and you can, again, go through every player on the team, and you can just select one of them, and you can change their head, their eyes, their hair, their eye color, their skin tone, their deposition, which I'm not sure what that would actually, or disposition, my bad, I just looked at it, so it looks like more like their facial features, and then you can also edit their first name, so you can change this woman's name to Mike. That's pretty weird, but it's cool. So you can, like I said, you can update and customize everybody on your team. And I think this is going to be really a lot of fun if you're building a team and you want to get into the seasons mode, which I'll talk about in a moment. You can have some fun. You can probably even build a real-life Major League Baseball team. So the second thing that I want to check out here on the customized team screen is the Browse Modifiers option. So I hit square to get to that. And we have all these modifiers, which are kind of like abilities or boosts to your team. And I haven't unlocked any yet. If you look at the top right part of your screen, you can see that I'm at level 1. I've played about 3 exhibition games and I haven't leveled up yet. And that's something that I want to take a look at and explore onto how you can level up. So I played about 3 exhibition games and I still had not leveled up. And I was trying to figure out why, because I won all 3 of the games that I played. I hit a couple home runs, had some really good scores, and still stuck on level 1. So I went to the how to play section, which you can find right on the main menu of the game, and went over to the option that talks about leveling up, and it says gaining XP. At the end of each season game, you will gain some XP based on star points earned. And again, star points you basically earn depending on what ego that you play on. That's like the difficulty level, which I'll talk about here in a moment. You can probably see it on your screen. It's kind of like a multiplier. So the higher the ego and the better of a certain thing you do, like getting it out or hitting a home run, that multiplier gives you these points. And that's what star points are. So based on star points earned in that game, as you gain XP, your game level will gradually increase. The maximum is 99. So what I did not know before all of this is that you can only gain XP, it appears like, in Seasons games, which I haven't done yet. And that's something that I definitely want to do on this channel. I certainly want your feedback. Do you guys want to see me do a series on this channel of this game, doing a Seasons mode? Definitely let me know in the comment section. So real quickly, I'm going to talk about ego. That, again, like I said, is the difficulty. I've only played on, I believe, 25 ego at the moment, and it can go all the way up to 99, which is just going to be incredibly hard, and I'll show you some of the descriptions that they give you here in a moment when you put up your ego. But it says the higher the ego, the higher the star point multiplier, and therefore the greater the star point award for a specific achievement, like hitting a home run. Important, your ability to level up will be impaired if you set ego at a number lower than the game level you obtain. So level 10 ego, less than 10 won't work very well. We won't worry about that because I've already played on 25, and like I said, I found that was pretty easy to win as well. So again, you earn XP, you level up, and that's where we're going to get to the unlocks. So let's go back over to the modifier screen and just take a look at a couple of those real quickly. So once you start leveling up, you're going to have access to all these unlockable modifiers. Over on the left-hand part of the screen, we're just going to take a look at the very first one. Yoga classes. This basically helps you. It says being limber and calm makes you better at sports. So when you're a level 2, it's going to add +3 to your fielding. When you're a level 11, it'll add +7 to your fielding. And when you're level 32, it'll add +10. And I'm imagining that you can unlock these and then you can only use them on either certain players or at certain points. I don't think you're going to be able to have all of these unlocked and have your team use them all at once. There's probably some type of restriction that is going to occur so people don't have crazy insane squads, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I don't know. We're going to kind of find about that in the future, but that's a little bit about unlockable modifiers and what I've discovered about them so far. So let's take a look at some other features in this game. So finally we got some gameplay on the screen. I know you guys have probably been waiting all video for this to see what this game actually looks like when it's in play. This is part of some of the exhibition games that I played earlier today, just trying to get a feel for things. I found that the controls are pretty simple to understand. When you play your first game, as I mentioned before, you're going to get a bunch of tutorial windows that pop up. You can skip them and go back and check out the how to play section to get, you know, an in-depth look at all the controls. But I kind of sat through them. I just want to make sure what I was doing was correct. I found the pitching mechanics are pretty fun. I'm not having trouble, you know, striking people out or anything like that, but I've also found that I'm not really hitting the target that I want to hit. As you can see, you kind of move your cursor, or not your cursor, but your D-pad to a area on the screen, and you see I'm usually like in the 40s and 30s and not really a high number, but I'm still getting strikeouts, so I still got to get used to that, but I find it's fun. It keeps you engaged, and I like the pace of this game. You know, most baseball games in baseball in general has the perception that it's a slow and boring sport. I think otherwise, but I understand why people think and say that. And I like the option. Now, I'm not sure if this would carry over to seasons. I imagine it would. But I like the option to change the innings. By default, it's 5 innings only, and then you can go to 7 and 9. But I think with 5, it's a nice mix because the game's not too short and it's also not too long. And with the arcade style of the game, it's pretty fast-paced. I mean, after a first pitch, you get to the next batter, or if you strike somebody out or there's a foul ball, they get you to the batter right away. There's not a lot of cut scenes that are boring and take time to get back to the gameplay. So that's something that I found is really, really good about this game. It basically always keeps you engaged. Now, like I said, this is an exhibition game, but we also have the Seasons mode. And with the Seasons mode, there's a short, medium, and long feature. I don't remember the specific numbers, but I do want to know in the comment section, do you guys want to see me play a Seasons mode? I think I'm gonna, because as I said earlier in the video, it's the only way to level up, but I'm not sure if I should turn it into a series. If it's something you guys be interested in seeing, you definitely got to let me know in the comments section. But plans that I have for this game possibly would be a Seasons mode. I would first want to edit all the rosters and turn them into, you know, edit the player names into people that I'd like them to be named after. I haven't decided what type of theme I'm going to go with, but once I do, I'm going to go ahead and edit the rosters, probably do a medium or long season. I probably won't do short, again, because the game modes or the games go so quickly. I think this is something that will keep me engaged throughout, and I won't forget about it or not finish it or things like that, like I've done with MLB The Show. So hopefully we can get through a whole season and finish it and do a series on it. And while I'm doing that, you know, that's going to help me level up. It's going to help me unlock all those modifiers and make my team better. I think on a second series, I'd like to do something like Road to Ego 99, because as I mentioned, the Ego 99 is the hardest, the most difficult in the game, and I'd like to take that challenge and try to beat it on that level. So to start out, I was thinking, you know, I've already beat it on Ego 25. I was thinking to start out, maybe I'll go up to 30, and then depending on how that plays out, if I find it fairly easy, you know, I beat the computer, I upload a gameplay for it, then we'll go to 35, and maybe once we get past 50 or 60 or 70, then we'll decrease the number that we jump above for every game, and basically just upload a bunch of games and try to get to Ego 99 and see if we can beat the computer on it. So, again, man, just leave your feedback in the comments if you guys want to see this on my channel, and make sure you subscribe as well if you enjoyed the gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.